Today on the channel, I challenge each of you to Mortal Kombat with Mortal Kombat Sheeva Storm Collectibles.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the mighty four-armed Sheeva. But for all your Sheeva needs, mint in box collectibles, hit them up online. I was up there in, of course, Minnesota, Stillwater, Minnesota to be exact, and I went to Mint on Box Collectibles, talked to Michael over there, and I did pick this up at that store. And they got more, so if you need another Sheeva, that's where I picked this one up. So cheap plug for those guys. Good guys up there. Always love a local toy store, especially on my business travels, getting to see new places. Pick this up from them. Head up to Mint on Box Toys up there in Stillwater, Minnesota. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Sheeva, what can you say? Another four-armed beast in the Mortal Kombat canon. And I'll never forget being a kid playing Mortal Kombat 1 and especially Mortal Kombat 2. That was my jam, Mortal Kombat 2. That was a game changer when that one came out. And I remember seeing Goro for the first time and Sheeva for the first time and just saying, oh my gosh, how am I going to be able to win? And putting your quarters in, and you were just intimidated by a new challenger, and they would totally decimate you. Then you'd have to put more quarters in, get back to that spot. And it was just a whole rigmarole with, before you know it, you're out of all your money. Your whole life savings is gone at the old arcade. And I'll never forget, whenever I think of Mortal Kombat, I go back to the first Mortal Kombat movie at my local arcade. There was a big tournament. They had a tournament you could sign up for, and my buddy Scott, oh, shout out to my old buddy Scott, he was a master at Mortal Kombat. And I said, Scott, you got to enter this tournament. So, of course, we went down to the arcade. And we entered this tournament. Now, first place, you got something like 50 tickets to the Mortal Kombat movie. And I forget, like a t-shirt, and I don't know, maybe you got some tokens. Whatever, you got some stuff. The movie tickets were the big prize. And my buddy Scott was in it, and I was there cheering him on. I had the towel ready. I was dabbing his head from all the sweat, and he's sitting there playing. And I'll never forget, we got to the finals, because I was kind of like his Mickey to his Rocky. And I was sitting there rooting him on, because he was really good at Mortal Kombat. And he was in the end, he's fighting it out, duking it down in the trenches. And he actually won the tournament. I mean, we're celebrating all that kind of stuff, but the guy he beat just turned to him and clocked him right in the face right there. And luckily it wasn't that tough of a punch, because Scott didn't go down or anything. He didn't give him a fatality or anything like that. But I'll never forget that. He punched him in his face, and you know, the people at the arcade were like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? But it was a wild, wild scene. But Scott did win the tournament, got the t-shirt, got whatever else he got, and then we got like 50 tickets to the Mortal Kombat movie. And he was nice enough to use some of those tickets on me, and we ended up seeing the movie like 4 times, I think, in the theater. And we even took my dad way back, and Dad, you got to see this Mortal Kombat movie. And he even went to the movie. So shout out to Mortal Kombat, the arcade days. A lot of great memories, and a lot of great memories in the action figures as well. Start with the G.I. Joe days, of course. I collected those as a kid. I've dabbled in Storm Collectibles. We've unboxed a few of them on the channel. But it sounds like this line is done. So you guys chime in the comments below. But it sounds like they are no longer making Mortal Kombat figures from Storm. No, I think I got Scorpion. Gosh, I got a few of them. Liu Kang, Scorpion, Kung Lao. Who else do I got? I got Sub-Zero. I got a few of them. Oh yeah, Shao Kahn and Throne. I got Goro, Kintaro, Mintaro. I got more than I thought I had, I guess. But I am not a completist by any means of this one. And there's been rumors floating around that Jada Toys is going to get Mortal Kombat to go hand in hand with their Street Fighter line. I think that would be an absolute game changer. We'll just see where the Mortal Kombat brand goes in the future. But Sheeva kicking off this one, long way to get there, but we're going to talk Sheeva here today, and we're going to dive into this four-arm beast. And there's just something about a lady, monster, whatever, with 4 arms. I don't know what it is, but there it is. And we just unboxed the Ghost of Christmas Past not too long ago, another 4-armed female. So it's really the year of the 4-armed females here, but I believe this came out, gosh, how many years ago did this come out? Of course, it doesn't say on the box, but I think this came out in like 2022 probably, or maybe even before that. either way, there she is. Of course, Storm Collectible, we've seen him before, we'll see him again. Big window box going on. Ages 17 and up on this one. Those 16-year-olds, they can't handle this, of course. I guess I should probably show the sides. There's Sheeva. There's Sheeva, and then there's the back. Look at that. And that's just, that material. She's just put a lot of trust in that material right there is what she is doing. Sheeva is a member of the four-armed Shokan race. Her markings reveal that she is one of the royal Draco lineage. Like old Shokan, she pledged her life to Shao Kahn, bringing honor to her race by serving him. During an attack by Adenian rebels on Shao Kahn's fortress, Sheeva fiercely protected Queen Shindle and prevented her capture. She was subsequently appointed Sindle's personal bodyguard until the Queen's mysterious death in Earthrealm. Sheeva is now the master jailer of Shao Kahn's oppressive dungeon. And nobody wants to go to the dungeon, unless it's the London dungeon, I think, maybe. Mortal Kombat background there. See ya later off to the side, a little shuffle. And then we get the old plastic prison. Look at that, Sheeva looking good. Alternate heads, hands. It's all in here. There's a lot going on. See ya later. Of course, we do get the stand, clear stand for this if you do need that. Going to put that off to the side. You got all kinds of stuff going on here. Of course, you got some of the protection. You got to abuse protection. See you later. Goodbye once again. Sheeva, Ball of Justice, the Ball of Doom. And then we get hands upon hands upon hands. Of course, you got 4 hands with her. You're going to need all the hands under the sun. She's got 4 Fists of Fury right out of the package. And then we dive into these. We got splayed out hands all over the place. And we got gripping hands all over the place. Would have been cool to see many different styles of hands for her. Not the case, though. It's basically you got the splayed out, you got the grip, you got the fist. Choose your adventure from that mix, I guess is what you get. But the main event, of course, is going to be Sheeva right here. And her accessory is this big ball. She's going to just fire that at you. We know how that ends up going. But very cool, very dangerous as well. I can see you carving somebody's head up with this one. Somebody throws this, hits you in the eye. Oh, my gosh, she'd just kill you. You'd be blind. You'd be wearing an eye patch before you know it. So be careful with that. Nice blue color. But let's dive into old Sheeva herself. Let's dive into these head sculpts. Which head do I want on Sheeva? And Sheeva's got that high ponytail. High ponytail on her. She's got those big old spikes. Almost look like teeth coming out of the top of her head there. All red in the eye department. Very, very scary. But a touch of class, a touch of beauty with some nice diamond earrings going on. She's got a lipstick on. Black lipstick, though. A little creepy there. And then those bright red eyes really staring deep into your soul. Now, very stoic face out of the package. Second head, very similar, except you're showing some teeth. And say what you want about her and her clan. They do keep their teeth nice and clean. Nice white teeth on her. A little bit more anger, a little bit more personality in this second head. I would have liked to have had a full-on raging head, though. That's what I'd like. I would have like seen some open mouth, some teeth going on. But looks good with the old high ponytail. Definitely looks like Sheeva. I'm not mistaking this for anybody else, that's for sure. Now, of course, a deluxe figure around $100, $120 on this one. It is fairly pricey, but this is an import figure. Obviously, a lot of articulation, and it is a big, massive figure. This is a very, very tall figure. Dwarfs a lot of other figures. I got a WWE figure right here. You can see that comparison. I mean, this is a big, bad Mama Jamma. That's what it is right here we got going on. But looking very, very cool. Very, very scary here. Getting into the arms here. You do got these forearm guards here, nice and silver. You got them on both sides. Talked about it. She's got the Fist of Fury ready to go. Looking very nice there as well. Quite the outfit here. Like a young Borat is what she looks like, but not leaving a lot to the imagination. She's got the yin and yang belt buckle there, and she went full thong. She's fighting in full thong. She is not messing around. She is not messing around with that thong. Just praying for dear life that everything holds together. And I don't know what she would do if she had a wardrobe malfunction. Would she stop fighting or would she just carry on? I don't know. At this point, why even wear clothes? What's it matter? I don't know. She does got all the spots all over her on the back. They talked about that in the blurb. She does got painted nails, or at least black nails going on. Keeping those ladylike things. And then you do got the shin guards down here. I guess ankle guards more like it to match, of course, up there. And then she's got 2 toes down low. Just 2 toes. Looking very interesting. She's got 3 fingers, 2 toes. I guess that's the way it goes in her race there. But very, very intimidating figure here is this one. And of course, a female, 4 arms, big, giant. It's just, there's a lot to process with this one. And it goes back to me playing the game back in the day as a kid, coming across her for the first time. It's like, I don't even know how to fight this girl. I've never even seen her. I don't know what to do. And that's where you lose quarter after quarter after quarter, and then you figure out how to beat her, and you move on, and that arcade ends up winning because they just ate $20 of your quarters just trying to figure out how to beat her. And that's the way it went at the old arcade back in the day, of course. But of course, articulation on this one, arms all the way around, butterfly shoulder, smooth as butter as well, bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows there, hands back and forth, side to side. Of course, hands removable. Sometimes I think on these Storms, I wish the pegs were a little bit longer, as the hands do come off fairly easy. You got the hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist there. Very spongy in the midsection. Once again, like we do get from a lot of these Storm collectible figures. Big old splits, kinda big old splits, ready to go. Leg does go up, double jointed, pinless knees looking good. Ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. And then you got the McFarlane toe articulation. Todd's just soaking this one in. He's just like this. Todd, are you in love? Are you in love, Todd? Did we make a match right here? You've been with your wife for like 50 years, Todd. You can't be looking at this Sheeva here. But shout out Todd McFarlane on the couch, of course. But a dangerous, dangerous beast. And like I said, I'm not into all these Mortal Kombats, but more of the beastly figures. I'm taking a chance on. I'm picking these one up, no doubt about it. No peg on the foot either to stand up. But man, oh man, Sheeva, smooth as butter. Definitely a scary individual you wouldn't want to run into in real world or an arcade for the first time playing Mortal Kombat, that is for sure. But very, very cool figure here. Not going to be for everybody, especially the price point. Be interested to see what happens with Mortal Kombat in the action figure realm, no pun intended, in the future. Be very cool if Jada Toys does pick these one up and have these same time, same scale as Street Fighter. I can see a lot of people absolutely loving that. But I absolutely love my boy Goro. I got him. I think he might have been one of the last Mortal Kombat figures we unboxed on the channel. You can see these two together there. And then we got another four-arm beast, the Catman himself, Kitaro, as well. Choose your four-armed fighter is what you got to do. I'm, of course, going to go to Goro. He's the OG. He's the first, so he's always going to be my favorite, followed by Sheeva. Nice figure here, though. This one is better than I expected it to be. I thought it would be pretty good. It is a very nice figure. It does move very, very smoothly. I'm here for this, and that's probably the sunset of my Mortal Kombat Storm collection right here. Unless something wild happens. I guess we'll see what happens in the future there. But Sheeva, coming in extra hot today at the table. We'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this one. Are you one of the ones that picks up all of these figures? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Check out ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt, search Kyle Peterson. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for a little Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.